Hello. So I have been currently getting this message every single day. This entire week, all I hear in my head is you need to film this message. You need to film this message. There's someone that needs to hear this, and it just keeps repeating. So I have rushed into the nearest place I can find to just quickly film this and save this. Right? All the beliefs you have about yourself are fundamentally wrong. All the self-limiting beliefs you have about yourself are fundamentally wrong. There is nothing that you cannot do. And not just that, right? There is no idea that you get in your head that you will, like a real idea where you feel like there is this like very, very strong calling to get this idea done. And you get this idea done. And that idea, right? Why would God give you an idea in your head that he didn't want to see get actualized and succeed? Now, obviously, we all need discernment. Obviously, all of us need to sit down and be like, does the market allow for this, right? But then also, right, why do we think, right, that we need all these certificates, right, to achieve anything? Certificate after certificate. And there is nothing that you are applying. You are getting certificates and you're getting these degrees and you're getting all these masters and you don't know where you're going to use it, and you're asking yourself, right, the last question, right, or you're asking yourself the first question first instead of asking yourself the last question, which is, if I have this documentation in 5 to 10 years, what is it that changes my capability between that period of time? And what is it often? Self-belief. But do you need a certificate to have self-belief? Right? Do you need to do 10 courses, right, to believe in yourself? No. You need to believe in yourself today. Because I see so many people lost, right? Everybody is lost. And it's not you're lost because you're incapable. It is you're lost because when you got that idea, that could have been $1 million idea, multi-millionaire idea, right? You didn't implement it. And you didn't put the seed in. God does not, build fruits where there are no seeds that have been planted, right? So when you're planting seeds, right, in life, when you're making choices, when you have an idea in your head and you don't actualize that thing, right? What are you expecting? What are you expecting? Because every single time you get an idea in your head and you don't actualize it, you increase your capacity of lacking self-belief. Every single time you get an idea, right, that could be a seed, and you do not end up, planting this seed and watering it. You just don't actualize it. You're teaching yourself that your beliefs don't matter, that your inventions or sort of innovations or ideas, that your ideas don't matter. That your ideas don't matter. And in 5 years, right, you're not going to have any self-belief. And in 5 years, right, you're going to have a certificate, you're going to have a degree, right? Since everybody, we're all getting degrees, we don't know where we're going to take those degrees to, right? Right? All of this, right, it happens, it's a consequence of us not believing ourselves early on. There is someone who's making $2 million a day. Why isn't that person you? Because you're scared, right? So, all I've been told this week is to come here and tell somebody that you have the capacity, that you are capable, that your beliefs matter, right? But you have to start working today. There's no more time to be sleeping till 9. I want to see you up at 6 a.m. in the morning. And when you get an idea, write it down. Believe in yourself enough. Because the only thing between what you want and the life that you want, or what you have now, right, and all these self-beliefs and all these things that you tell yourself that you're not capable, all of this, right, it's because you're not actualizing. And that will only change when you believe in yourself. You don't need a degree to be successful. You don't need a course. You don't need status. You don't need prestige. What you need is, self-belief, radical self-belief, right? And maybe a slight belief in a higher power, right? And then commitment. And then you show up. And then you get what you want, right? And then, yes, there will be challenges. And yes, maybe everything may not happen the way you are. But think about it now. It is Saturday, right? And I am working. There's nobody else where I'm working. The entire place where I am right now, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Do you know who's working? Me. Why? Because I want to drive a Range Rover. Because I want to succeed. Because I have a reason why I work. Why I do these things? Because I believe in my dreams. And the more I believe in my dreams, then I actualize them by showing up for myself. Right? If I say I want to be, I want to invest money in the stock market. Okay, no problem. Right? No problem. Let me research on it. Right? Because I have all this time in my life. And this time, right, every single day, a day is decreasing in my life. And there's only a certain amount of days that I have in my life. Right? I don't have forever to actualize my dream. Right? And it's only ever gonna get more lagged, right? The more I don't believe in myself because I'm not actualizing. So, moral of the story, I need to go. But there is someone who this message is for. Like, this message is telling you that you need to get up and you need to go. There's no time to be sleeping anymore. There's no more time to Why can't you have a Range Rover? Why can't you be a multimillionaire? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That is what society or whoever taught you. But this is 2026. This is 2020. Fix it, right? You fix whatever it is that you don't want. You don't want a certain way of life. Fix it. This is the year of fixing what you couldn't fix last year. So I don't know what this message is for, but this is your message to wake up and to believe in yourself and to believe in your dream, right? And to make the most money you could, to make the most impact you can, right? To forget whatever identities you used to associate with. Cut off whoever needs to be cut off, who's, those beliefs in your head or the voice in your head. Cut it off and just get to work. Get to work. Range Rover, 1 million a day, $10,000 per week. Why not? Why not? Just take the belief, the idea you've been given. Take the idea you've been given and start. Start small. Start wondering. Start confused. Start crying. Start not knowing when you